Welcome for today's shave, and which is brought to us by, once again, Barrister and Mann Vespers. I'll be shaving today with the Paul Silver blade. These are out of production, but I find them to be exactly the same as my Wisamets, which are still in production and good stuff. Wonderful blades, and the only really thing I can tell from the difference between them, outwardly anyway, is that the Wisamets have labeled all over the wrappers inside, and the Paul Silvers are not. At least in this tuck of blades that I have. And we're using a new blade today because we're trying a new razor also. This is another razor I got off the PIF table. We did some trading back and forth. It's got this, I don't know if you can see this, has a little, I don't know, gorgon or something on there. This is unusual in that it's a clamshell opening, but it's spring loaded. So it's all like this and then comes in. So I thought that was unusual. I figured I'd give her a shot and play with it, and then when I'm done I'll piff it back or piff it to somebody else. It's kind of neat to be able to try stuff, and that's a neat thing about our shaving community, is that they do have a lot of, that's kind of tricky to load. Maybe that's why the person didn't like it. You have to hold this down and then drop the blade in, and when your glasses don't focus too good this close, looks to be pretty good blade exposure. It's kind of medium aggressive, looks like. Oh, we'll see how that goes. Haven't even done anything with the soap. I was just so excited to get started with this stuff. I've been using this brush for a couple times, so I'm going to put it aside and we'll pull another one out. I'll use my another synthetic because I like them. This is the one that was made for me by a friend named Grey Dog. Happy Christmas to him. Haven't heard from him for a while, so I'm kind of shake a little bit out. I'm going to try to face lather again. So I'm going to... Barrister and Mann soaps are good champion latherers, so it shouldn't be any problem getting a good lather out of just that much, about 10-second load. See, it's just that quick. It'll be a shame when the season is over and I won't have Vespers to use, but I can look forward to it to next year, and you can see for yourself just how wonderfully this stuff so lathers. Good stuff. So get a chance, you're on Barrister and Mann's site or any of the great retailers that they go through, pick you up some. You won't be too sorry. Now let's see this razor. It's fairly lightweight despite its size. It's very light in the head. The handles is plenty bulky and heavy, but its heft doesn't carry up into the head, so it feels very light in the hand. Pretty good shaver though. It's a medium aggressive. It's just the kind that where you can say it's a kind of aggression that's more just efficient than really trying to take your whiskers away. It's still of the amount of aggression that you don't want to be pressing. You want to let the razor do its work. Just hold it against your face and let it do its thing. About 30 degrees. And just like that, and a few down here. We're done with our first pass. See how that did? I could stop right there. This would be a socially acceptable, pretty good shave. But let's go ahead and do another pass. I like to do at least 2 passes, but that's just me. Look forward to a series of shaves coming up, which you will hear about and see. And I hope you tune in for them. I'm going to get a chance to review a number of soaps and aftershaves, one right after another, rapid fire like, and we'll see how that works out for us. Being a every other day shaver, I'm going to convert for a couple weeks to a once a day shaver, and we'll see if I'm able to generate enough whiskers to support that regimen. We shall see. If you could hear this razor, generally I'm not used to my DEs making sound. And this one is. It tells me the blade is clamped in there, but it's not clamped in there super tight. So it's allowing the blade to do a little bit of chattering, which tells me it could get, if I weren't using such a light touch, this razor could get to be a handful. And could have the potential to irritate your face a little bit. So be careful with, when you're using an unfamiliar razor the first time, take it easy and don't use any pressure. Well, you shouldn't use pressure in the first place. But be especially careful first time you use a razor, because it may look innocuous and it may look like everything is working good. You got nice mild exposure there, see? And the angle, if you can see it, let me see, where's the camera on this thing? What's up here? Okay. See that incidental angle? There's not a lot of blade exposure here. But despite that, the geometry might allow it to get a little spicy. So be careful with that when you're trying new razors. That'll save your face. And then you'll see how it is, even if you don't feel it right away. When you put the alum on, it'll tell you. And I've got a little buzz here telling me that despite feeling pretty smooth, which could be the pulse over being a pretty good blade, it still took it right down, and that was a very close shave. So let's put a little witch hazel on, and we'll be using Thayer's lemon for our witch hazel. And then the Vespers aftershave, which is a lovely thing, as is usual for Friday nights. we'll be going out to dinner and want to smell nice in the spouse unit and the benefit of all the people around us. So that's what we're going to do. And that's it for today's shave. Thank you so much for coming. You're going to hear me prattle on about how I test razors. And once again, our use again of Vespers, which is a great soap. I think it's one that, if you like a winter and looking for a winter scent that's very appropriate around Christmas time, this is one you'd like to have. I'm Major Rich. You find me at theshavingcutter.com. If you've made it this far watching me, please leave a like, subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. I do this kind of stuff all the time, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.